Hi, this is Bill Eamon. You may have seen me on some videos talking about health and wellness for baby boomers, things like that, and perhaps a political issue or two. But one thing that has just been driving me crazy over the last week, and if you have all been following the Shirley Sherrod incident, that just kind of brought everything to a head on the topic of racism. And I thought that it would be interesting to put together a quick little series here. It's going to be a 4-part series on Let's Stop Racism Today. Because I really do believe here in the United States that most people believe that that racism only exists for some people to gain power over other people, to stop people from saying certain things, letting I don't want to call, well, I will, you know, the racist pimps out there that just keep fostering this and bringing up racism at any time somebody says something about whether it's merit, you know, or whatever. Racism is the tag that's thrown at them, and I think that is just absolutely wrong. So I put together or am putting together, this is the first one, a series on 4 things, and I've got some notes, and if you see me looking down, it's not because I'm dissing you at all. I am just, I want to make sure I get these correct. I've done a lot of thinking about this. I think there are 4 things that we could do, and I'm going to talk about the first one today, here in America that would eliminate racism. If we had the courage to do it, and if people really wanted it eliminated. And let me just read them to you. The first is, no more minority groups. You know, eliminating the group tags. Women are 52%, something like that, of the population, and we consider them a minority group. Give me a break. We just don't need that, and that's the topic I'm going to talk about today. The second thing is no more hyphenated Americans. You're either an American, you're a legal resident, or you're an illegal alien. That's it. Forget the hyphens. No more class warfare. You know, in this country we pit rich versus poor, and the so-called minorities sometimes end up in the poor category, but not the President of the United States, not a Supreme Court Justice, not a former Secretary of State, 2 of them. You know, we've got to get past this envy that goes on here in this country. And also a tax system that divides us in groups based on income, which is, I think, is horrific. And then no more phony religious race pimps that are out there who, instead of screaming racism, should be screaming freedom and merit. So I want to talk about the first issue today, and that is eliminating the minority group tag. No more skin color minorities. You know, you are either a citizen of the United States, which means you're an American. You know, it doesn't matter, you're not a black American, you're not a Hispanic American, you're not a female American. You know, we don't want tags based on gender or on sexual preference or religious or non-religious preferences. You know, we've got to get to the point where we're Americans and stop this silliness of putting people in groups. You know, the people that do that are, and I don't want to get political here, but just look back through history. And the people that put people in groups, you end up looking at socialism, you end up looking at communism, you don't end up looking at freedom and liberty that we have here in America. So we've got to stop that. And that means no more NAACP. Why don't we have the National Association for All Americans? Why do we have a Black Miss America? We already have a Miss America contest. You win it because of your talent, your beauty, whether you're black, Hispanic, white, it doesn't matter. You know, we've got to break away from some of this stuff. You know, some of these things, the United Negro College Fund has been beneficial, but it's, you know, racist. It benefits one group. Let's have groups that are inclusive of all Americans. We've just got to start thinking that way. All the different Hispanic groups that, you know, are focused on, you know, taking back California or you know, some of the border states. It's ridiculous. If you come here, you've got to come here legally. You can't come here illegally. Pay your dues like everybody else who has come to this country. To me, that is the only way to move forward. So remember, I mean, Martin Luther King's classic line that's going to be commemorated on coming up on 8/28 at the Lincoln Memorial. It's the content of someone's character, not the color of the skin, that determines their value, their worth in this world. And we have got to focus on that, and we've got to get away from all of these stupid tags, and I personally will not recognize them anymore. If you are an American, you're an American, period. I don't care what color your skin, what ethnic background you come from, whether you're male, female, what religion you practice or not practice. None of that's important to me. You are either an American or you're not. So that's part number one. Tomorrow we're going to focus on getting rid of hyphenated Americans and a couple of other topics. So I hope this is helpful. There is a website underneath my chin right now, Let's Stop Racism Today, with hyphens in between. Please go there and you can see the blog that's attached to this video. Thanks.